Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, The Real Super Sam, and today is a new comic video and I hope you enjoy. The only way to collect Marvel comics, at least for me, was the Marvel Essential Line, and Fantastic Four got 9 volumes. At the end of the 9th volume, it ended with issue 207, and then there were these Marvel omnibuses that keep happening right now, and the John Bryan Omnibus Volume 1 started at issue 209, skipping issue 208 between the two, so I'm making this video to look at issue 208. Fantastic Four issue 208 came out in July 1979, and had the Fantastic Four try and beat this villain called the Sphinx. The Fantastic Four appeared dead at the end of the last issue, but Sue Storm made a force field and saved them all. Nova finds them out in space and brings them on board the Prime ship. Sphinx dematerializes from the bridge in search for the living computers of Xandar. Dr. Sun, this character is called Dr. Sun, he converts the computer's power for himself and follows the Sphinx, disappearing in his energy trail after the Sphinx left. At that time, the Four find out that their powers have decreased significantly. And now the FF and the new champions join forces against the Sphinx, whose contact with the living computers have turned him into a colossal being of seemingly unlimited power, which he demonstrates by thwarting the hero's attacks. Reed Richards wonders why the Sphinx haven't used the power to cure his cause of immortality, and with that, the Sphinx harnesses the power of a distant sun and uses it against the Fantastic Four. So Mr. Fantastic decides the only person to stand up against him now is Galactus. Yeah, reading this right now in 2022, I was pretty confused with what happened. This issue does do justice to the characters in it, like the Fantastic Four. They do a really good job. Just this one issue. And other figures like Nova besides them. The Sphinx is basically invincible here, so not much matters in terms of action. The ending has a great cliffhanger with Reed Richards needing the help of Galactus. I also will mention I like that Ben Grimm just says some things for action, like to have noise in the background. I don't know how to, I'm like that a lot, so you might get what I'm saying. And when Ben says that stuff, it gives Reed a valuable idea that works. I fall in love with those team dynamics, probably why the Fantastic Four are in my top 3 superhero teams ever. This is another time where I can see why this issue was skipped. It wasn't really essential for the story. Like, yeah, it reveals the Fantastic Four are alive after issue 207, but reading this in the early 2000s when the Marvel Essential Line was coming out, I think that's pretty obvious. And this is collected in the Marvel Masterworks. Of course, Marvel Masterworks just goes straight one through whatever they're on now. But at the same time, this was a cool video to make. I'm glad I made it. And one thing I wanted to say at the end of this was I'm thinking about doing more comic reviews for issues that just can't be reprinted, like Giant Size Spider-Man issue 3, where he teamed up with, I think there's this character called Doc Samson, and not like the guy from the Hulk mythos, but someone else. And then there was when he's like Red Sonja and Rom the Space Knight and the 3D man, I think that was his name, but you get it. All the same, thank you for watching.